Sadly, yesterday was Doug Wilson's last day, but after 30 years of insightful sportscasting, I think we can all agree he's earned his retirement. But the games must go on, and we bring you now to our brand new sportscaster, Brian Sings. Brian, how are you?
Hey, Darren. Feeling good. It's good to be here.
Are you nervous at all about this being your first sportscast?
Not at all, Darren. In fact, if you remember, I graduated top of my class at the University of Alabama, Roll Tide, where I was blessed to oversee the reproduction of a plethora of classic plays. So, I think I got this in the bag.
A playmaker. Well, it seems like you have a healthy background in football.
No, I do not. I was a theater major. As I stated before, I was involved in the reproduction of a plethora of classic plays, such as Hamlet, Man of La Mancha, and Shrek the Musical, where I played the ever-seductive Sugar Plum Fairy.
Are you serious?
Yes. But enough about me. It's time for this week's Sports Report. Sports. Some love them, some play them. But where did they come from? And where are they going? Join me as I charge headfirst into the question, sports. What are those all about? Early on, I knew that if I was to have any hope of answering this question, I would need to uncover the cultural roots of sports. And thus, I began my search at the public library. A millennia's worth of historical data, expertly bound in leather, delicately lined the aisles of those hallowed halls. Although I searched high and low, I was unable to find any reliable picture books on the subject, and all the other books failed to hold my attention for longer than a page. I began to wonder, perhaps the answers laid not in the past, but in the present. So I decided to leave the secondhand behind and go directly to the source. I had never been to a sporting event, but as I took my seat on the cold bleachers, I felt the excitement start to build. I watched men in padded suits slam into each other with the might of a freight train. Those that got hit were told to simply walk it off. The roar of the crowd was overwhelming. They loved it, and despite not understanding a single second of the intricate dance that played out before me, I felt a deep urge to comment.
Ref, are you kidding me? That's a flag!
Yeah, ref! Get your blinds checked!
This experience was truly life-changing, but still I had questions. So I decided it was time to speak with an expert, and met up with longtime sports podcaster John Wisdom. With a name like that, I was sure he could help shed some light on the subject. Hey, John. Thanks for meeting me, man.
Hey, what's up? How are you, sir?
Good, you?
Doing well. Always happy to talk about sports.
I've got a couple questions here that I've prepared for you, all sports related, so whenever you're ready.
Yeah, no, man, far away.
Great. Question 1. Where does the ball go?
Pardon?
Like after the game. Where do all the balls go? Do they have like a room somewhere full of balls?
No, they have a rack.
So the balls are female.
What?
I could tell I was getting nowhere and needed to switch up my approach. You know what? Why don't you try asking me a question?
How did you get a job in sportscasting if you don't know anything about sports?
Bad question. I don't like that question. Cut! It's a stupid question.
What's even on that clipboard?
The questions.
Questions. So far, you've only asked me one question, so forgive me if I don't believe you.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Give me the clipboard.
No, it's my clipboard.
Come on, give me the...
No,
give me this.
it's mine! It's my
Give me
clipboard!
the next clipboard. This is just a picture of you holding a ball.
That's not all it is.
I know, because it also says...
Because it also says I found the ballroom. Yeah.
Yeah, don't interrupt me, okay? You know they sell balls at Walmart, right? You can get one for like $5.
This valuable information changed the course of my entire investigation. After purchasing a completely normal and acceptable amount of footballs from my local Walmart, I employed former station camp quarterback Ethan Beckner to teach me the intricacies of the sport.
All right, so the goal in football is to get the ball.
Oh, I already have the ball. A lot of them, actually. I got them at Walmart.
All right, that's cool, but you really didn't let me finish. The goal in football is to get the ball to the other end of the field so you can score a touchdown.
That sounds easy enough.
Well, it's going to get a little bit trickier than that because you're going to have a bunch of dudes that really, really, really want to get the ball.
Well, how many dudes? Because I probably have enough. We could all share.
We're not sharing. There's only one ball.
But there's not. There's an entire bag.
Football is only played
One ball.
pretend the others do not exist. Do you got it?
Yeah, I got it. Pretend the others don't exist.
All right. So the goal in football is to get...
Hang on. I had an entire bag of footballs right here. And they just disappeared. Where did they go? You saw them, right? Where the f*** did they go? Beckner taught me many things, like how to tackle, how to get tackled, and most importantly, tackling is not allowed in basketball. And though I still have a lot to learn, I can tell you one thing. Sports are out of this park. Back to you in the studio.